In this tutorial, I'll show you how to analyze a real UX research project using FableSense AI. Our scenario: a fintech company redesigned their mobile app onboarding. Completion rates dropped from 78% to 61%. We have 8 user interviews and funnel analytics data. Our job: find out why users are dropping off. Let's dive in. Go to fablesenseai.com. Either log in or create an account to get started. Okay, I have logged in into my account and landed on my dashboard. First, let's create a project to organize our research. Projects keep all your documents, datasets, codes, and analyses organized in one place. Now let's upload our interview transcripts. I have 8 interviews with users who went through the onboarding process. Let's upload all the files together. FableSense automatically analyzes each document, extracting themes, sentiment, and key topics. This gives us a head start on coding. Next, our quantitative data. This CSV has funnel metrics, completion rates, NPS scores, number of ID scan attempts, and retention data for 40 users. FableSense detects column types automatically: numbers, dates, categories. So you can start visualizing right away. Now the qualitative analysis. Let's build a code framework to categorize what users told us. I'm creating a hierarchical framework. Parent codes are broad themes. Child codes are specific patterns within those themes. The colors help me visually identify themes when coding. Let's code our first interview. This is Marcus, a small business owner who struggled with onboarding. I'm highlighting the relevant quote and clicking the code to apply it. Notice the text changes color. That's my visual indicator of what's coded. You can also generate code using our AI suggestions feature. Our AI analyzes the whole document and generate relevant color codes with Memo. The AI either suggests new color codes or add to the existing ones. I can accept with one click or ignore if it's not relevant. Before we look at the big picture, let's see Marcus's complete profile, his words and his numbers side by side. For that, we will create a new case-level analysis joint display. I'll choose all the documents here so that I can show you other interviewee analyses too. Left side, Marcus in his own words. 6 attempts. Gave up and came back 2 days later. Right side, his numbers confirm it. 47 minutes to complete onboarding, an NPS of just 31. He did finish, but barely. And that frustration shows. Only 12 active days in his first month and a support ticket filed. This isn't a statistic. This is a person's experience with a number attached to it. Compare that with Nina. 1 attempt. NPS of 78. 26 active days in her first month. Same app, same step, completely different experience. Now let's look at our quantitative data. Before we dig into causes, let's understand what's at stake. I can ask in plain English. FableSense uses AI to understand what I want and creates the right visualization. Look at this. Users with low retention barely engage in the first month, and users with high monthly active days retain strongly at day 30. So early engagement predicts long-term retention. The question is, what's killing early engagement? The numbers show us that there's a problem. The integration will show us why. So let's create an integration matrix joint display to see how our qualitative codes correlate with quantitative metrics. The integration matrix shows me every code mapped against every metric. Let me show you what this reveals. The matrix maps every theme against every metric. Each cell tells me, is there a relationship? And how strong is it? ID verification issues. Strong relationship with onboarding completion, completion time, NPS, and retention. Every metric that matters is lighting up strong for this theme. Now compare that to a positive theme. Quick completion also shows strong for completion and time, but notice the NPS and retention are only moderate. Smooth onboarding helps, but the damage from bad onboarding hits harder than the benefit from good onboarding. I can click any cell to see the evidence behind it. Here's gave up temporarily against NPS. And there are the actual quotes backing up this relationship. This isn't a black box. Every connection is traceable. Switch to the statistical view, and I see correlation coefficients. Gave up temporarily, negative 0.79 correlation with NPS, positive 0.93 with scan attempts. The more they tried, the more likely they gave up. And when they gave up, NPS cratered. That R value of 0.93 between giving up and scan attempts, that's nearly a perfect correlation. The ID step is the problem. And look at the highlighted cells, negative first impression. These are the extreme correlations the system flagged. Negative 1.05 against NPS, almost a positive 1.4 with support tickets. A bad first impression doesn't just lower satisfaction, it drives support load for months afterward. Now I can export this statistical data into a CSV file. It contains all the quantitative and qualitative data, correlations, p-values, relationship strength, data point, and most importantly, the AI interpretations. I can even share my coding documents as a public or private link. You can even add custom branding like your company logo. And add expiry date to the links created. Enter the generated URL in your browser, and just like that, your coding document is available publicly. You can hover over individual codes to see the memos, or filter specific codes on the document itself. You can even switch to Code and Segments section, which shows every code along with its highlighted segments and memos. Now I am ready for my stakeholder meeting. My stakeholders see the integrated analysis, not separate qual and quant findings. In under an hour, I went from raw interviews and a CSV file to an actionable insight, which is fix the ID verification step. With traditional tools, this integration would take days. With FableSense, it's built into the workflow. Try it free at fablesenseai.com.